All right, so we've got this question. This question came in 2023 GCE. Okay, so here they have given us a quadratic function right here. So this is a graph. Now to find the coordinates of B and C. So B is right here, C is here. We shall start with the coordinates for B. So for the coordinates for B, we get the given equation, which is y is equal to x power 2 plus 2x minus a 15. Okay, so this is an equation we have right here. So we shall equate it equal to 0. So this is how we're going to write it. We copy everything and then say equal to 0. So the reason why we're saying equal to 0, it's because this is a x-intercept. So we know that where the graph is passing here or here, the y-axis is always a 0. So we solve the quadratic equation. So whichever method that you know how to solve the quadratic equation, you can either use factorization, any method that you so wish to use. So I'll use factorization method, where I need to find two factors, two numbers, such that when I multiply them, they give me negative 15, and when I add them, they give me 2. That is 5 and negative 3. Because when I say 5 times negative 3, I'll get a negative 15. When I add, I'll get a 2. So I'll write this as x squared plus a 5x minus a 3x minus a 15 is equal to a 0. So I've put the factors here, or I've substituted these factors where 2x is. And then now I group. Okay, so these two terms are together and these are together. So I now factorize. What is it that is common here and here? It's x. So x outside the brackets, I'll remain with x plus a 5 and close. Okay, the same here. What is it that is found here? It's negative 3. So negative 3 can go into negative 3x, and it can also go into negative 15. So I shall remain with x plus 5, which is equal to a 0. So from this stage, I can now say x minus 3, okay, this x minus 3, and then x plus a 5 is equal to a 0, okay? So the next thing will be to now equate x minus 3 is equal to 0, this one, or x plus 5 is equal to a 0, okay? So from this stage, we can now solve these two equations. So we shall say x is equal to 3 and also x is equal to negative 5. So I've got two solutions. Now when you look nicely at these two numbers, which one can be found here and here? Or here, here, or here? Okay, so at A, there's of course a negative number, which is negative 5. At B, it's a 3. So I'm going to write this as a 3, 0. Okay, remember we said at this point, y is always a 0 because its y is x-intercept. While the x-axis is what you've just found here. And then also here, the coordinates, if you are asked to find for the coordinates at point A, you would have said negative 5, 0 here. But they did not ask us about A. They only asked about B. So we're going to say this B is a 3, 0. Okay? What about C? So for C, you can see it's right here. It's over here. So this is y-intercept. So at y-intercept, x will always be a 0. X will be a 0. So you can get the given equation. So that is y is equal to x power 2 plus 2x minus a 15. So we know that x will always be a 0. So what you're going to do here, at whichever point the graph is cutting the y-axis, x will always be 0. So let me write it here, x is equal to 0. Remember, so this point, the x-axis, we know the x-axis is a 0. We don't know the y-axis. So for the y-axis, we're going to get this 0. We substitute it here. and also here in the equation we solve. So the y value will just be equal to negative 15. So here the y value is negative 15. So these are the two coordinates of point B and C. So B and C, the solutions are this and this right here. So let's go to the next question where they're asking us to find the minimum value of y. For the minimum value of y, you need to get the formula, okay? This is the formula right over here, okay? So remember this formula always. This is the formula that you're supposed to use. So when you get the given equation, quadratic equation, which looks like this, of course, by now, you know that this is your A, this is your B, and your C. So just identify the numbers and plug them in the formula, okay? So what is our A? The number that is in front of here, it's our A. So we're going to write 4 and the 1. There's the 1, the coefficient here, it's 1. For C, we know it's negative 15. For B, we know it's a 2. So 2 squared. Over, there we write down what is our B again. Our B, we know that it's a 2. Okay? So that's it. Our B is a 2. So we work out things. This, of course, will give us a negative 60 minus, here it's negative 4 over 8. So when you work out what is negative 60 minus 4, this of course will give us negative 64 over 8. So when we divide by 8, what are we getting? We are getting a, oh actually our A here is supposed to be A in the formula. Here we're supposed to get A. So our A is a 1. Remember here our N is a 1. Don't make this mistake. Our A is a 1. And our, so this 4 by 1, it will give us a 4. Okay? So when we divide by 4, what are we getting? So negative 64 divide by 4, it's giving us a 16. A negative 16. So this is negative 16 right here. So I'm repeating this. Please don't make a mistake. On the formula for finding minimum value of y, you can use this method whereby you go with the formula. On the formula, remember that down here there's the A. So it's supposed to be 4ac minus b squared over 4a. This is A. And when we check on our equation here, our A is a 1. This is the one which we used here. Also here, it must be a 1, just like that. You simplify, this is what you're going to get. Thank you so much for watching. So if you really want to learn more of this and some other subjects such as science, mathematics, English, additional mathematics, civic education, RE, and many more subjects, the number that you can get in touch with us is 0969175701. We are here to help you pass your exams. Thank you and bye-bye.